Well, greetings to you. I'm knocking on a bit now, an old geezer. I'm 73, but I can still remember when I had my first pint, it was just a few pennies. Uh, 11 old pence, I think it was, or a shilling, whatever. I'm going back, of course, to the 1960s. And of course, now if you go to even my local big town, which is York, you'll find it's £4.50. And you go to some London bars, of course, it's £5 a pint. So how can that be? Well, of course, as we all know, it's inflation. What is inflation? Well, it's a degradation of currency. And of course, the problem is that politicians and central bankers can print money, and the more they print, the more it's degraded. You don't need the brains of an archbishop to spot that one. Now, this little chappie here, is a sovereign. It's a gold sovereign. This one happens to be a 1905 number on it. That's the date of it, and that would have bought you in 1905. That would have bought you bed and breakfast in a decent hotel in London, Paris, Berlin or New York. Interestingly enough, and it was the equivalent of a pound coin really, then a gold pound coin in 1905. It will do the same today because this little chappie now is worth 380 quid off at the time of this recording ish, 380 pounds ish. So it will do the same today, and I can assure you that in 100 years time, if the neocons in Washington haven't blown up the world, it will buy you the same in 100 years time in Paris or London or Berlin or wherever. So this little baby holds its value. It isn't an investment. All right, get that clear. It's not an investment. It isn't like stocks and shares or commercial property or whatever it is. This is a store of wealth. It's a reserve of wealth, protection of wealth. It's money, real money, not fake money like the paper stuff that we use every day. So that is important to understand. It isn't get rich quick. You have to be patient. You have to, if you're going to buy it, you have to stash it away for a while and let it hold the reserve of your family's savings. That's the point of this particular thing, not get rich quick. Now, I've been preaching about this on my website now for nearly 10 years about to protect your family's wealth. And there's a page now, a gold page all on its own, which is, I think now I'm told, the most comprehensive page in this country on gold. It tells you how to buy, how to sell, how to store it, how to do it. And it's got lots of essays and articles from international experts in this field and carefully edited by me. Some very interesting, and even if you're not interested at the moment in buying any gold or buying any gold to protect your wealth, I think you'll find it very interesting, a very interesting intellectual exercise to have a look. It's very useful for you to understand how your money is being degraded. And at the moment, of course, with 10% inflation and pitiful rates of interest which are taxed, you know you're losing money every year. So if you're losing your money, roughly speaking, in spending power, in purchasing power at 10% a year. And if you go on doing that for much longer, your savings, your hard-won savings, will be wiped out. So have a look at that website, see what you think. If you've got any questions, ask, send them in, email them in, and hopefully they'll be answered. They'll be turned around reasonably quickly. The site is not for profit. It's not a profit-making site. It's to convey information to you on a sort of pro bono publico basis. Along with other things, the website, of course, there are other divisions, as you know. Those of you who are my subscribers, you'll know that it's also on health issues and climate issues, two of the great hoaxes, of course, of the day. And these were flagged up some years ago now. I flagged all this up several years ago. So those of you who were my subscribers in those days will have hopefully benefited from the international contributions I get from all over the world. So have a look at it, see what you think. If you're interested, don't forget, this little chappie is a preservation of wealth. Not get rich quick, stash it away for you or your family or your kids. That's what it's for.